Guys, match day -1 press conference with West Indies ODI captain Shay. Please proceed.
Say the fact that after the loss against India in the Test series, and it's a new challenge. Obviously, given the fact that West Indies have not qualified for the World Cup, so it's something to prove. Means obviously a tough opponent like India. So what are your thoughts about the series coming up?
It's an opportunity for us to bounce back. We know what happened in the last two games, especially in Test series. It's a different format. It says another opportunity for us to showcase our skills and show the world what we can prove. We we know the Zimbabwe stint is in the past. Gives us another opportunity for us to improve our skills. There's certain things we need to address, but now is a good start to do so.
Someone like a Shimran Hetmeyer coming in the side means it does it lend more balance to the side as far as batting is concerned because he was out of the team for almost a year. So good to see him back.
Most definitely, anytime Shimron's around, we know there's going to be a lot more depth in the batting department. And especially a guy like him who can transform any batting lineup. He can take the attack to bowlers and he can be a real impact player for us. And it's great to see him back.
Obviously, talking about the Indian bowling, obviously there are a few youngsters in the side. So how to look at this young Indian bowling without the likes of Bumrah, Ashami? Means most of the senior guys are not in this white ball squad. So your thoughts and a word on Umran Malik as well. He's quick.
Yeah, all the Indian cricketers of late, they've been showcasing their skills on the world stage. We all know they're quality players, so you have to respect them for what they do. I'm one person who don't play names, but the thing is, any person can play that role for each team in any situation. So, yes, we know that they have some experienced guys missing, but we also know that the new ones in the team can do the job. So, we need to respect the game, respect their skills, and make sure we have plans to combat anything that they throw at us.
I share ransomware from Nation News. The numbers of the ticket sales were not quite heartening. What atmosphere are you expecting Thursday and Saturday?
I think we need to build the atmosphere on the field. That's out of our control. We obviously want to see as many supporters coming as possible. We love to see that West Indian vibe around the stadium. So let's hope that all of them can come in and support us.
Last night, obviously, there was the a conference at Sheraton to build a vibe, build a buzz. What do you think about more initiatives like that going forward for West Indies and Barbados cricket?
I think it's amazing. When I was growing up, I always look up to all the great players, and anytime I see them around in the Caribbean, I always get excited. So I think it's the same for the younger generation coming through. So any opportunity we get as a team and as West Indian players, we need to give back, and that's one way we can do so. Just enlightening someone's life, just brightening someone's day, someone's week, someone's year. So I think we should definitely do a lot more of it.
All right, thank you.
Oh dear Lord.
Shay Ian Bishop here. Just a couple of questions. What are you hoping? Is a win important in this series against India? I have a reason for asking that. How important is a win versus development?
Of course it is. Anytime we cross that line, the aim is to win. We know that we can't always win, but everything we do is geared towards that win and that victory at the end of the day. So our plans that we have in place, as long as we execute them, I'm sure that we're going to get some victories.
The personnel selected for this series, I suppose the question is how much are you going to be flexible with developing a deeper pool of players given the long period between now and the next World Cup for West Indies opportunity?
Yeah, it's a tricky one for us because as much as we would want to win, you have to look at the long-term goal and the final goal, which would be the next World Cup. And you got to expect that everything can happen overnight, especially now when we got a few new faces and then some ones who coming back into the limelight. So you got to find that balance, but the aim is always to win. As long as we cross that line, the aim is to win games for West Indies, and that's what we're trying to do.
You may not be able to answer this if you could shed some light. Someone like a Ruston, you know Ruston well. He's in the reserves now. How do you see someone like him playing a part going forward? Where do you see that?
He brings a lot to the team, actually. So having him on the sidelines means that we're moving in the right direction in terms of the personnel. Everyone is pushing for selection. Everyone's pushing for spots. And someone like him, he brings both spin. He's seen his athleticism in the field in Zimbabwe, and then he also has that batting skills. So to have him on the sidelines, we know that it's not a walk in the park for anyone. But again, he's someone that we can definitely move forward with in the long run.
We see someone like Gudakesh coming back into the squad. When you have someone like an Akil Hussein, how do you then, I suppose, how do you sway between both talented players? Akil, not part of the squad. What is his future, and how do you see Gudakesh?
Everyone has a part to play in this long process. We see Gudakesh, who's been in and out of the team because of injury, but no, it's another opportunity for him to see what he can do on the world stage. We know what Akil can do,
Right.
so having both of them in our arsenal is great for us.
That's where I am.
See Sam in the corner there, he probably just walking in. Okay.